Welcome back to Congo Children's Corner. I'm Quadia.
And I'm Butch.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. We didn't know we were on. Welcome to show business.
Hey.
All right, so we are very excited about our next guest. She joined us about 2 years ago and is continuing to do queenly and kingdomly things. So you are in for quite a treat, Principal
excited,
Ingram.
very excited.
So yes, we have Kishma George traveling all the way from Sussex County, right?
Felton, Delaware.
Felton. Still
Yes.
bless you.
Bless you.
And we have the whole crew here tonight.
Yes.
So yes, you just had your Queen in You conference.
Yes.
And we see all the ladies in their beautiful shirts. So we want to hear all about it. But first and foremost, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for inviting us here to the Queen in You for us to be able to express ourselves and what happened at the conference. I'm Kishma George, the founder of Kish Home Inc., Incorporated in Delaware.
Okay, and give us a little piece of Kishma Inc. and all of the great works that your organization does in the community.
Well, Kish Home Inc. is a nonprofit organization, and we empower young ladies and young girls in Delaware through like etiquette and elegance. You never know where your destiny is going to take you.
That's right.
We teach them empowerment workshops. We do leadership skills, and then we also we have a transitional living program that we service for young women who age out of the foster care system in Delaware. So we're excited about that because it took us 7 years to get that vision up.
Yes, and she's also a motivational speaker, and she's written books. So yes, she's being humble.
But we need to know.
Yes.
Yeah, we just co-author Marla Smith.
Okay.
You can pass the mic to her. And co-author Marla Smith is
Okay.
the co-author of The Princess in You. We just released.
What an awesome title.
Yes. And we were excited about it, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
tell us so please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about The Princess and You.
Okay. Well, my name is Marla Smith. I was actually one of the speakers for the Queen and Youth Conference. Being a youth pastor with Prophetic Kingdom Ministry of Milford, Delaware. So I'd like to give shout out real quick to Apostle Roberta and Apostle Jermaine Johnson. I was very honored to be able to be a part of the Princess and You book author, and that actually was opportunity that was really a real blessing because it's about empowering young women, and I spoke about leadership, talking about how God has called you to actually go to a place of purpose and leading others, being a trailblazer. And regardless of whatever your past is, whatever it is that you go through, God has a greater purpose and there's a greater call. So it was just really a blessing and a treat to be a part of a awesome group of authors, to be a part of the Princess in You book. It is very empowering, inspiring. We share our stories, we share our heart, we share things that is really dealing with what is going on right now with our young ladies in today's society. So it's awesome.
Okay, and how did that collaboration happen?
Well, basically in this time of season, the book needed to be birthed out because of what's going on in society. We have to know how to be able to raise these young ladies, let them know that they are truly destined for greatness,
Yes.
that they need to find their identity as an early age. Because when you begin to know who you are,
That's right.
and you walk into the room, your presence should shift the atmosphere. And if we could teach these young ladies at this age could you imagine how confident
Yes.
world changers, they'll be the next voices to the nations. They'll really take charge in their purpose, their destiny. They'll be able to birth out their dreams at a young age and be able to change the world. So the book has a lot of activities helping them with their identity, purpose, leadership, entrepreneurship, empowering them to be able to open up a business. Even if you're 6, 7, 9, 10, you can become a millionaire.
That's right.
No dream is so small you can't become what God have created you to become. So the book is a life-changing book, and it's a bestseller. And
Awesome.
it's still a bestseller up to
Congratulations.
now. Yes, so a lot of people are buying the books, and it's a really a life-changing book.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to add anything to that?
Oh, well,
Marla?
you know,
Yes.
Kishma pretty much said it all. But it is life-changing, and it really is a blessing because it is a first time, you know, and on Amazon, it was #1 seller in 2 different categories and #2 in another. So it's just been an extreme blessing, and the fact that, you know, a lot of young women are just being impacted by it. So it's amazing. It really is.
Okay, so I see the little ladies are anxious, so we definitely want to hear from them. So, Miss Marla, we're just going to start with this little lady. Please tell us your. We want to see the princess in you, little lady.
Right.
So we want to hear your name, your age, and what school you attend, please. Okay, we'll come back to you. What about your neighbor? Oh, she's excited. I see the enthusiasm in your face. Make us proud.
My name is Lacier Smith, and I love the Queen and You because they always teach us good stuff, and it helps me really learn. Like, if I have a bad attitude, the Queen and You is always there for us. It always helps us. It does everything that we need it to do, and we love it.
That's great. Absolutely.
All right.
That's great.
And we're going to pass it to your friend. Yes.
Hi, my name is Autumn, and I'm 9 years old, and this is my first time. And my school, I go to Sunnyside Elementary School.
Okay.
Thank you.
My name is Adrian, and I go to Banneker Elementary, and I'm 9 years old.
Okay.
All right.
Now, as we pass it to the ladies in the back, your little sisters are looking at you, so we want you to represent, okay?
My name is Michaela Duffy, and I am 13 years old, and I attend to Milford Central Academy.
Okay.
All right.
My name is Trinity Dockery Stone, and I'm 13 years old, and I attend W.T. Chipman.
My name is Tanaya Stone. I am 9 years old, and I go to school at Lake Forest South Elementary.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Baker. I'm 11 years old. I go to Will Henry.
My name is Diamond. I'm 13 years old. I go to Positive Outcome.
Hi, my name is Paris Mountain. I go to North Dover Elementary School, and I'm 9 years old.
All right.
Awesome.
That's great.
good.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So,
Oh, we
Kishma,
came back.
before we hear from the ladies about the actual conference, can you provide our viewing audience with a little bit of an overview of the day?
Wow, it was incredible.
Okay.
I mean, I just love the atmosphere. You know, when we get there, as the speakers get there, you know, we say, "Are you ready, ladies? Yeah! Are you ready?" You know, it's just a charged atmosphere. They know that they're there to just be empowered and change. And we had a lineup of cooking. We had cake pops, fashion, etiquette, and elegance, teaching them how to walk, how to poise, how to sit, leadership. It was just a fun day. It was just so many different things going on.
So you're shaking your head.
It was just excited to be there. I remember one time we had a 5-year-old, and her mom was picking her up, and she said, "What's wrong with you?" And she was walking, "I'm a queen." She was walking, you know. So they learn in that time of period that they're there within those couple hours. They do be able to soak in everything that they need to be empowered and to be inspired, because truly we never know who they are.
That's right.
You know, they might be the next lawyer, the president, the attorney, you know, the astronaut.
That's right.
You know, the first lady again. So we just want to be able to download everything and impart every wisdom that we have into these ladies that we call them great leaders.
Yes.
Absolutely. And we actually did get a really good, real treat this year. We had an awesome panel of speakers. Andrea Griffin, who did the demonstration, what the Queen and You did awesome. I'm telling you, she's a gourmet cook. If you ever want some empanadas, I did not get a taste of it, but apparently everybody got a sample except for me. But it was really good. She's awesome. We had that, and then we also had some of our other speakers, Tasha, Tasha Sims, who was a part of it. We also had Miss Teen Delaware, USA, who spent almost the entire day with us for the Queen and You, and it was so awesome because the young ladies had a chance to really talk to her and have like converse with her, and they were hugging all over her and touch her hair. So they had an awesome time. They really enjoyed themselves, and it was really a treat to really have her be a part of this awesome conference. So it was just really amazing. And actually, I think this one is ready to introduce herself. Are you? Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Shalia.
Okay, she says Shylea.
Okay.
Such a beautiful
And
name.
you know what? We had the moms and daughter, and this is the
Oh,
mom here.
yes.
So tell us about what happened.
Well, you know, it was. I felt it was a really empowering conference for the girls. This is my first time attending, and as a mom of 5 girls, I was thoroughly impressed. I brought 3 out of the 5 girls, and we had a great time. From learning about the confidence, I remember doing like the different poses, the Supergirl pose. But
I want to see that. What's the Supergirl pose?
What was it? I
1,
think
2,
they were
3
doing
ladies. Superman.
I just think it's so it's empowering when you have someone who wants to pour into the community. As you guys were mentioning, you know, such a time as this when society is showing images and wanting them to copy, but teach them to be confident in who they are, whether it be their hair or how they carry themselves and the respect that they have for themselves and for each other.
Absolutely.
To hear the stories of the girls, some of the girls had their parents there, some parents were not. So it made you really be appreciative. I know for me as a mother to be appreciative of the time that I have and have been entrusted to raise my children. I was thoroughly impressed. You know, again, it was my first time, and but just the impact that you can see, the joy, and the unity, because all the girls came from different, you know, with different counties all throughout the state, but yet they came together with one accord in terms of building each other up. The happiness that was there. I was able to sit next to some of the teens and just see that confidence. I know at the end when they did like the catwalk down the end, they really like just perked up, and the moms came into it, and it was just the confidence. I was just thoroughly impressed. So I commend you, ladies. And as they mentioned, like the book and the magazine. So I've been.
Oh, that's a little inside joke.
No, I just. It's nothing like being a part of greatness, you know. And so when you see women, especially women of that ethnicity, coming together like this and building each other up and building up the next generation, it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes for her vision and what she's doing, and the transitional home and all that. I just think it's a beautiful thing.
All right. So we are going to hear from more. However, we want to take a quick break. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Congo Children's Corner. I know that I've just been motivated by everything that was said so far. I mean, all the wonderful things that they're doing for the young ladies that are critically important, especially as they talked about in this time and age. I mean, I can't think of a better program for them to be involved in. And like I said, me being a male, not even part of the program, I'm just excited and motivated for them. You know, and I'm just excited to hear their story and to just talk to some of the young ladies pretty much about, you know, the Queen and You, the conference itself.
All right. So can we start with you on the end, little lady, with the beautiful pink pearl earrings? Yes, Paris, right? All righty. So what did you learn during the conference?
During the conference, I learned that you have to be confident in who you are no matter what happens.
Awesome.
All right.
During the conference, I learned that you're pretty no matter what.
Awesome.
I learned how to pose, do motion, and be confident you're beautiful no matter what. And you're a queen in you.
At the Queen and You, I learned how to be confident and be who you are. You don't need to impress nobody.
Okay.
Awesome.
I like it.
I learned that I'm I'm pretty, and there's a queen in everybody.
Awesome.
I learned that you don't have to show off for anybody else. Just be who you are.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yes. And actually, we're not finished, little ladies. We also want to know, because we want it to be bigger and better next year, why should other young people attend the Queen, oh, she's ready, attend the Queen and You Conference next year? So, oh yes, but we definitely want to hear from you.
I learned that mother-daughter relationships are very important.
All right.
Agree.
That's good.
I learned that you have to be confident and brave.
Yeah.
I learned that you're pretty no matter what, and you have confidence, and we learned a lot.
Yeah.
She's not ready.
What is that, George? Okay, we'll save a special spot for you. All right. So yes, we want to hear why young women, young queens and princesses should attend next year.
Well, I think we should attend next year because it'll help us build up our self-confidence and that's pretty much it.
What was the most fun part? Fun usually brings people.
The most fun part is when we walked down the runway at the end, and we had all the catwalk, and then the mothers and daughters placed the crowns on the little kids' head.
Wow.
Yeah, we have the crowning at the end, and we crown all the young ladies, and then we speak into their lives.
Oh, that is awesome. All right, do you have something to say?
Okay, I think I should attend next year is because the Queen and You makes you more confident, and that's pretty all.
I think I should attend next year is because it helps me build up my confidence and it helps me be who I am, and I don't need to impress anybody.
Awesome.
I think other young ladies should attend next year because it teaches you a lot. And then people that have already came in the past, like me, they could speak to about how much it taught them, and they feed you.
Right.
Good food.
I think others should come because of the speakers. It's like they really get to, and they like all the stuff they teach us in one day helps us in our future.
And who was your favorite speaker?
Oh well, she wasn't a speaker. She was just cooking, Miss Andrea.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm just curious to young ladies. After
I
you go
think
ahead.
I should attend next year because if somebody had low self-esteem, then if they went to the Queen and You conference and learned about all the confidence, then I think when they grow up, they'll have a high self-esteem.
That's good. That's great.
I think I should come here next year because it was a big help.
I think all the girls should come here next year because Miss Marla and the rest always help us when we need them.
We saw you waving to the camera.
Can you wave? Wave.
Now, what I was going to ask, I'm just curious. Most of you are in school. You're all in school. How has this helped you? How has it helped you, perform better in school and just be more confident in school? Has it helped you in any way?
How does it help you? You want to say? You want to start off?
It's helped me in school. Like, for example, if somebody said I'm not pretty or I'm not something they want me to be, I don't have to show off to them and prove them wrong. I know that who I am is what I'm comfortable with.
That's great. That is great.
We can come back to you. No pressure, little lady.
I think it'll help me in school because it teaches me how to be brave and stick up for yourself, and that if people say you're ugly or something, you already know you're beautiful.
That's great.
It helps me in school because I'm learning to be confident, and when I go on stage at school, I used to hold my head down because I didn't want people to see my face, but now I hold my head high up because nobody will judge me because I am who I am.
That's great.
It helped me in school because it teaches me to be who I am. Like, I already done that, but just like confirm that, and now I'm pretty, and that nobody can tell me otherwise, because it's not true.
Helped me with, like, mainly boys when they tell people they are ugly. I know I'm cute.
That's right, little lady.
When my friends get mad at me in school, I know I have a high self-esteem just because I learned at the conference that to be confident and always know for yourself that you can.
Okay, do you want to pass it to your friend next to you? That was a great answer.
Good, very good.
Thank you.
When people say something about me, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
When people talk about me and that stuff, I don't care. I am who I am, and I'm beautiful just the way I am.
I want to be confident.
That's right.
That's right. Good.
Yes. So, Kishma, we want to hear a little bit about how this purpose was given to you, because you have an awesome story as well.
With the Queen and You.
With the Queen and You, and even because you're from
the U.S. Virgin
the
Islands.
U.S. Virgin Islands.
Thomas.
Yeah. And yes, and even your story about all the great works that you've done, which have led up to this particular conference.
Well, I remember several years ago, at their age, I had very low self-esteem, and I used to walk with my head down. And my mom would always tell me, sit up, Kishma, walk straight. You were a leader. And I never felt that way. And the thing is, having someone believing in you, if you just have one person to believe in you, it will help you change your mindset. And I began to have more confidence in myself because my mom never gave up on me. And I began to walk different. I began to talk different because she always spoke into my life. You know, you are somebody, Kishma. You can do anything you put your mind to do. And that's all the positive words I was hearing. And I began to walk straight, and I began to, you know, my attitude change and walk with my head up, because you know, in life, you can't walk with your head down because you're not going to know where you're going. But as ladies, we have to know to walk with our heads up because our destiny is forward, and we have to know that. You know, be comfortable in who you are and know that you're fearfully and wonderfully made by God. And that no matter what size or shape you are, you know, someone can tell whether or not you're comfortable in who you are or confident. And that's what we want to teach the young ladies, that no matter what the life circumstances is, they can become anything.
That's right.
They could do anything. You could dream big.
Yes.
You know, if you have one person who believes in you, you will change the world.
Yes. And here they have a whole queendom who believes in
Right.
them. Isn't that right?
So they're going to be queens.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we want to hear a little bit of your backstory and how you were led to be a part of the Queen and You, Marla.
Well, I actually, this has been my third year being a part of the Queen and You conference, and each and every time it's just been amazing to see the impact that young ladies are, you know, that this conference is having with young ladies. I actually started, Kishma asked me to be a part, and Pastor Roberta, and it was something that was birthed forth, and it came with the conference to do something with the young girls, to really talk about something that it was needed. It was a lot of young ladies that need mentorship. They need to be imparted into. They need to understand the essence of what it is to be one that's empowered, a lady, what it looks like to be confident, to know the value in your worth and who you are. So, you know, it was amazing when I had the opportunity to be a part of it. I was asked to speak. So the first year I actually did the speaking and actually talking to the young ladies, empowering them, talking about who they are. A lot of times I've referenced to Queen Esther. She was a young lady who was coming from a very humble beginning, you know, coming from a place, she's orphaned, you know, she's being raised by her cousin, who she is, you know, who she knows as his father. father, as her father, adopted father, and he really is raising her to the best of his ability. But God had a plan and a purpose, even in the midst of tragedy. God began to just do some great things where he was preparing her for a great destiny. And so I kind of alluded to talking about Esther, and we started that process and talking about young ladies and how you go from a place of not knowing your identity to becoming a queen, becoming a princess, and becoming somebody where you know who you are and you can walk with confidence and understand that and know for sure that this is who you are. So it was amazing. In the second year, we, came on again and did an empowerment. We had an opportunity to minister, and we did a lot of fun games. And then the third year, we actually did something different this time. We did a mother-daughter workshop. And that was amazing because it was really involving and really promoting mother-daughter relationships and really talking about the importance of, the connection, because God has created that. And it's so important because it's so many broken homes and in many different situations. And so it was a situation that we wanted to, empower and then, and create the glue between mothers and daughters, teaching them moms to empower their daughters, so they know what that sounds like, they know what that feels like and that looks like, so that nobody else is saying it to them, but they understand their worth. And then daughters empowering their moms, because look, moms work hard, and sometimes we really underestimate the work and the impact that mothers and the important role that mothers play in the scenario of rearing our future leaders and our future daughters and young ladies. And so it was really led on my heart to really do the mother-daughter workshop. And it was really powerful to really see the moms speaking in part, and the young ladies, and then the girls had the opportunity to speak and actually say how much of an impact their moms and their grandmothers and their guardians were making to them. So it was just great, and you can really see the amazing impact of how the moms even just really glowed.
And we want to hear
That's-
from a mother
Yeah.
right now.
Yes.
Perfect
So it was-
segue.
As a mom, I just see seeds being planted. Seeds of greatness, seeds of determination. A lot of these girls talked about confidence, but even the respect factor that you were constantly imparting into them. And even I listened to your testimony that day, and I was moved to tears, literally, just hearing it. It makes you be appreciative, I myself was a teenage mom, at the age of 17, and so I had no idea of how to impart, and plant those seeds. So there were moms who came along, my own mother and other mothers and spiritual mothers who came and reared me and helped cultivate that. So it was in my mind and my heart to impart that to my daughters, And so
And what
we will
little
definitely
tips
be
can
back.
we share with mothers and with daughters about, planting those seeds of greatness and hope and determination?
Be an example, living a life as an example. I think a life that's pleasing to God, but a lot of times, what I've learned, I'm a college student and high schoolers and younger girls. So for me, it's living the life as opposed to just so much as preaching it to them, because kids do more of what they do more of what they see versus what we say.
Right.
So being that example, hands-on, and spending that quality time, I know for me it was a good getaway. I have 2 sons as well, so it was a good getaway with the girls. I hope to bring the college, the older girls too. I just, in my mind, I didn't think it would be I had no idea what to expect when I got there. I was pleasantly surprised. I kept thinking, oh my God, I wish all of them were here. Seriously, because it was that impactful. I think she's being a little low key about it, but I really enjoyed myself. I came in there, I think, with a blazer on. They handed me a T-shirt. I threw that blazer on, I had my T-shirt on. I was just ready just to have fun. The girls they were really having fun. It wasn't stiff, and it was fun, and it was memorable. So.
Yeah, we really had a great
Awesome.
time.
Always.
The ladies always look forward to it every year, and they tell their friends, and we just have a really great time. And that's a sisterhood.
Yes, exactly.
And what we teach them too, as ladies, we don't have to compete with each other.
Yes.
This has to stop.
Mm-hmm.
You are great. I am great. We all are great.
Together.
There's
yes.
greatness in each one of us, and each one of us will do great things.
That's right.
And we need to work together and teamwork, so they learn that too. So we had them in different groups, coming up with different scenarios for leadership plays, and they were able to work together, and that's what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're about to close, but we do want to give you ladies an opportunity to give any shout outs. So we'll start, Miss Marla, if you can pass the mic to Paris, and we'll just go around. Anyone you want to thank? Anyone who's positively impacted your life?
Thank you, Miss Kishma, for teaching us how to be confident in ourselves and building up our self-esteem.
Thank you for giving us more confidence in ourselves and teaching us how to model and pose and our other stuff.
Thank you, Miss Kishma, for making us feel confident, teaching us to be brave and not be scared and being ourselves, and teaching us how to be a queen. Thank you for whole queening you, for teaching us to be brave and teaching us to be confident.
Thank you, Miss Marla, for always making sure that I'm good. And being with you every day is always fun. And thank you for always feeding me, too.
Thank you, Miss Marla. You have really impacted on my life. And thank you, Miss Kishma, for helping me build up my self-esteem.
Thank you, Miss Kishma, Miss Marla, and my mom, because for building up my self-esteem. Also.
Thank you, Miss Marla, for teaching me how to be brave and confident.
Thank you, Miss Kishma and Miss Marla, for being always right there. Miss Marla, I knew for like 2 years or 3 because she was the Greater Milford Boys and Girls Club.
All right, well, we want to thank you, ladies.
Thank you for
And
having us.
we appreciate all the work that you're doing, and we appreciate you taking time and spending time, rather, with us here today, and we will definitely see you in the near future. And we want to thank our viewing audience for checking out Congo Children's Corner. Again, I'm Quadia,
And I'm Butch.
and we'll see you next week.